So today I'm bringing you my first thoughts of one of the most anticipated games of the year, the DayZ Standalone. And it was sort of sprung on us out of nowhere. The game just dropped, no prior warning, we just were told it was there and available to play. So I wanted to bring you some live stuff for my first video, but I just haven't had the time to spend hours and hours and hours on the game. So what I've got are my first impressions with some gameplay in the background from my first ever session on the game, which was only a couple of hours before you'll be watching this video. Now my first impression when the game first loaded up is it looks great and it feels great. The mechanics have been really revamped, running mechanics, jumping mechanics, everything just feels smoother and like a proper full release game. And you can tell they've rebuilt it from the ground up as well in terms of visual appearance. They had to do that, they couldn't just copy things over from the mod. This is why it took so long. You've got a small group rebuilding a game from the ground up. You can see it if you go somewhere like Cherno. You can see sort of the new apartment blocks that are on the outskirts. The hotel's now got a big hole out the side. They spent a lot of time making this game look and run well, and it does. Performance hasn't been great. At the moment I have an issue where if you use DxTory, it pretty much halves your frame rates. But the game isn't finished, they say that themselves. They say it's an alpha phase, so you are playing an unfinished game. I can think of some publishers who aren't brave enough to say their game is not finished, but I won't name names. But yeah, for an alpha, it looks and plays amazing. I'm so impressed by that. The new inventory as well, the way the new inventory works is really cool. It's much more customizable. You can do a lot more things with it, so it's very, very smart and very sleek. Now, loot is very scarce. I'll show you the route we took actually. I spawned in Kamenka, met up with Septic Falcon. We had a brief player interaction where someone sort of approached us with a baseball bat while Septic had an M4A1 rifle. We quickly told him that the best course of action for him was to fuck off and leave us alone, otherwise we were going to shoot him. So we started heading out from Kamenka, and I got shot actually, and so did Septic. We both got killed, forcing me to move from Cherno. So I'll show you the route now. We moved from Cherno, met everyone at Bolota, and then headed up to Zelenogorsk, looting everything on the way. And it was only when we got to Zelenogorsk that we all became weaponized. We had sort of melee weapons beforehand, but I didn't find my rifle until we got to Green Mountain, just on the outskirts, and Matt found his in Zelenogorsk. And only one of us has got rounds at the moment as well. We seem to just be finding clothing, backpacks, food and drink. No medical supplies either. Stuff is so rare on this game. They've really upped the survival element because they also make it so you get hungry and thirsty quicker. You can drink from streams and fountains now, which is pretty cool, but it is harder to stay alive. Even though zombies don't seem as common, zombies are quite rare on this as well. But obviously that'll probably get upped as the game gets developed. But what I'm trying to say is we need some sort of loot cycles. At the moment you can just sort of switch between servers when one server refreshes because it's public hive, so all your game moves across. But yeah, loot is a little bit scarce at the moment. But that only makes it better, that makes it harder to survive. And it's the same case as it was with the mod. If you play this with a group of friends, it is so much fun. You can't rival playing DayZ with your friends. There's nothing that compares to it really. No game like it out there other than something like Rust, which again is good, but it's not DayZ. Obviously if you play it on your own it does get a bit boring, but if you've got friends to do all the running with, you can watch each other's back and just have the conversation when you're running from place to place. It's just so much fun. Now I'm going to keep the review short because obviously a lot of people watch DayZ for the live comms, and now I'm going to bring you some live videos. We've got a great group that includes Matt and Musketeer, Westy, Story Machine, Spanjay, Gaming with Mac, Lizard, Shaved Ape, Septic Falcon. There's a big group of us that are going to be playing this, so we're going to have some really, really good times on it, and I hope to bring you some great videos from it. But basically all I want to say is my first impressions are, if you sat there wondering whether or not you should buy into this, just do it. It's so good. Let them take your money. It's a publisher that definitely deserves it as well. Support your independent publishers. The game looks great, the game feels great, and you can just feel that potential for some of the best gaming experiences you're going to have on this game if you get a good group together. But yeah, go out, buy it, and enjoy it. So I've kept it short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and leave a comment, and let me know if you're looking forward to seeing some proper DayZ videos on this channel with my friends. But in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all very soon.